Well, I've been sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay. So I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends, now I'm okay. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take his phone away. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, there's Louie and Hunter too, no telling what they're gonna do. You know he's got more than 1 million fans. Yeah, 'cause now Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. It's cold. What's up with this cold weather? We got frost here in Oldsmar today. Did you get frost? We had almost wintry weather here. It was a sight to see this morning, man. All the roofs here in Oldsmar were covered in frost, man. It was really weird looking. It's nuts. Anyway, well, good morning, everybody. This is our Daily Brew, and that video that you saw was last year's snow chase. I was in Gatlinburg. I took Emily up for the day. We went to Smokies. We did see snow falling. We did see snow. It wasn't like it was last time, but we did see snow. That's all that matters. We saw it. And, of course, all the people made fun of me. They're like, that's not snow. It's snow. If it comes down and and you don't need windshield wipers, it's snow. That's the way it goes. So, anyway, it was a fun little trip. And 24 hours. Man, we were on a whirlwind trip for sure. So anyway, this is our Daily Brew. We love talking weather throughout the season here. We got some interesting stuff to show you. A little something off the East Coast got everybody wondering, what the heck? Like, do we have a tropical system in the Atlantic right now? I'm about to show you. And, yeah, we'll see. But, had an eventful week here with ABC. ABC's our proud sponsor of the Daily Brew. We got to check out their new store opening here in Largo on Friday. It was beautiful. So if you're in the Pinellas County area, check it out. It's in Largo, brand new store. I'd like to thank them for all that they do for us here in Florida. Great family-owned company, for sure. So let's put on this little setup here. Let's pull up the Weather Nerds. I'm gonna say hi to everybody as we showcase this little guy right here. So this is Weather Nerds. Let's just put it in loopy motion here. We haven't had any talk about tropics, man. It's kind of interesting. All right, so let's let that load here. This is our buddy Hunter. And, MLK Day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Kids are off school today. Another day off. Those kids are lucky. They just had 2 weeks off for Christmas. So, of course, they're both sleeping in today. So, Harold, let's say hi to some folks. Loretta Reed, what's up? Thank you. Yes, weird year for weather, 100%. Tom, it really wasn't a big snow tour, but we saw flurries. The big stuff came at night, but we had to leave. We had to come home. But we saw it. I was able to get my flight. I flew into Asheville, flew home from Chattanooga. That gave me 5 extra hours, and that's when we got to see the good stuff fall. Because it looked like it was going to come down about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and it did indeed. So, flurries. Oh, anyway, this is my boy. What's up, Daphne? Good morning. What's up, Terry Walls Simpson? Scott over there on YouTube. What's up, Melissa? 66 in Texas. Yeah, the cold weather seems like it stops middle Gulf. That's because we have another storm brewing. Katie Haley, yep. Falling iguanas. Mikey, frozen in Largo. Make sure you check out the new ABC down there, Mike. It's beautiful. It is frozen. There was a nice launch, Miss Shelley. Yep, there is. All right. Flurries do count, Loretta. I was right. All right, so let's say hi to Louie real quick. This is actual live satellite, by the way. This is live. Let's see, I'm working backwards here. So this one goes this way. This one, all right, and this one goes that way. So there you go. That's live. That's what we're going to talk about. Kathy, you need to take your kids to see snow. Jen, you can come work or hang out. This is Louie, by the way. What's up, Chris Hargis? Good morning. I did not see the launch. Man, I don't know what we were doing, man. We were watching the Vikings game. Completely forgot about it. Vikings lost. I felt bad for Julie. They kind of didn't look that good at the end. But I'll have to catch the next one. Good morning, Cliff from Eastern North Carolina. Shelly, that's right. We got spinach. We do have a tight core spinach with even some lightning last night. It was being talked about. Pam says there's frost in the Big Bend area. Yes. Lots of frost. Frost all the way down to West Palm Beach. It was interesting to see the windows here at home. I went out there first thing this morning in my flip-flops and socks. And the houses were definitely covered in all the cars. It was pretty interesting. So, Jennifer, yep, there's your little buddy Louie. All right, so let's talk about this spinach. So we got big storm brewing this week. We're gonna talk about. We'll talk about what's coming up. We got 2 systems this week to watch. There's gonna be one this weekend, and then we got one Wednesday. So we got BOGO systems coming in for the Upper Gulf. We're gonna have to watch about. What was that all about? So anyway, as we're done with the holidays, listen, any Brew Crewers, we're doing that party for the cruisers March 12th, but it's open to Brew Crew members too. I just posted the info on the hotel link in our Brew Crew. So we'd love to see you. You don't have to go on the cruise. You can come hang out on the party March 12th. It's open to all Brew Crew and cruisers. So if you haven't heard about it and you are a Brew Crew supporter and you live in Florida and you want to come hang Sunday, March 12th, then come hang with us. It'd be awesome. It's March 12th. We're going to have music and giveaways and fun. All right. Here's what we got. Interesting, right? So this is a tightly cored little low pressure system spinning off the northeast here. This is North Carolina. This is going away. It isn't going to affect anybody. But it's very tight. I think the water is around 68, 70 degrees. Kind of cool, subtropical. Really surprised they haven't mentioned it from the NHC. It's tightly cored. Tight core. Let's take a look at the visible now that the sun came up. Very interesting, man. We've had January systems in the past. It's not unheard of. But look at that little guy. Crazy tight little guy. Let's really zoom in on him. Let's zoom out here, and we're gonna zoom in on him a little closer here. Let's see if I can really get going on. Look at that sucker, man. All right, so let's zoom in a little tighter here. So this is it, man. This and you know what? It would be named. It'd start over in January. It could be Arlene. If this is gonna get named, it'd be Arlene. They would name it Arlene. That's what it looks like from satellite this morning. Look at that. Isn't that incredible or what? And there's actually convection around that. So that kind of defines what a tropical system needs. Cheers, everybody. Is tight convection around the center. I mean, look at that. So we'll see if the NAC talks about it. But that's, leftover front. It's separated itself now. There's no frontal attachment anymore. It's its own little guy. Arlene is trying to be born. So we have any Arlenes out there watching? This could be your storm. There it is. Look. Spinning away. Crazy, huh? Actually, the ASCAT this morning passages showed, let's see if I can get a frequent or a new one. I think there was a healthy pass this morning out here that actually picked up on it. There it is right there. Look. This is the old school wind detection. And you can see it's got a tight core. Purple's around 40, 50 knots. There's actually circulation. So, don't know if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, swims like a duck. Shelly's got a duck. Yeah, so anyway, that's what's happening. And it's, and it's cool to see the surface charts kind of shows it. I don't even know if it shows it up on here, really. Let's see. Let's look at full Atlantic surface. I think that it shows it. It did earlier. This is such a hard map to read, but there's your low pressure system. But 986. And you can kind of see it on windy here, too. Let's take a look. Oh, I tell you what, we haven't used our Knoll School site in a while. Look at that. There it is. Spinning away. Tight little cluster. So that's weather. It's just not. Oh, Phyllis, it's Hunter. Tammy. Actually, Hunter's chewing on the bone now. Wait, is that Louie or Hunter? God, they're starting to look alike. We're all starting to look alike. All right, so we'll see if they say anything. As far as where it's going, maybe it might go to, let's see, we'll go to Tropical Tidbits. I haven't really followed what's cooking with this thing yet. Let's see. So there's our spinach, and it might spin itself up into north of Nova Scotia, maybe. So we could have a little weather heading that way. Let's go back to North Atlantic here. Oh, boo. Oh, load. I guess this is the best one we got. All right, so there you go. So it might spin there and hit the gap. 989, 987. It'll be a little system. Bring some moisture. This would be tomorrow. So yeah, it could spin itself up there and bring some weather. Newfoundland and Nova Scotia there. Could do it. Let's take a look at the euro. It's not deepening, but it will bring a little squally weather to the folks up that way. Some windy weather. Interesting. Here's let's take a look at the wind gust map. You're going to see some winds tomorrow. It's going to shoot the gap here, it looks like, and boom. So it looks like Nova Scotia will be on the weaker side, but we could get the tip here, get some winds coming in from our little guy. So, they have time to name it. This would be tomorrow afternoon, noontime. Could be some heavy winds. Not really sure where Port au Basque is. Rose Blanche. But definitely windy. These are gusts. Going to be 50-mile-an-hour gusts. Remember that storm? What the heck was it? What was that one last year? It really messed them up there. It was epic. Oh, goodness. I can't even remember now. It was Fiona, right? Was Fiona the one that really messed things up for Nova Scotia? I believe it was. So, yeah, it'll be a little nasty weather coming that way. Flea's good question. Waters, it's parked right over the Gulf Stream right now, which is helping it maintain itself. And the water anomaly map here shows you that the waters are a little warmer than normal. A lot warmer than normal, actually. 2, 3, 4 degrees Celsius above normal. This is your... And interesting here, even though we've had these cold fronts, the Gulf waters are still a little warmer than normal. This is helping fuel these this repeat pattern that we're seeing. Bad tornado outbreak last week. You know, we could have another one Wednesday, another one this weekend. So all this Gulf moisture is warmer than normal, so that just feeds up into these approaching storm lines. And because the Gulf's a little warmer, a little more fuel to feed off of. And of course, this little system here is going to be going over that and maintain itself. As far as temperatures go, I think it's... I think we're about 70s or something. Let's see. Let's go to data and then go to sea surface temperatures. And I think we're about 78. Yeah, 79, 78. This is when it really got its little pop yesterday. But now it's 75. You know, tropics, you know, that's not too cold, really. Still in the 70s out here. It's really going to get cold as it goes north, obviously. I mean, look at that. 40s. I mean, we go from, look at the Gulf Stream. You go from 74 degrees here in the middle Atlantic to 48 degrees, just like that. That's sea surface temperature. So 78 here, 45 there. 40 degrees, 39 degrees. That water is borderline frozen. 33 degrees. So I never really realized that the Gulf Stream really warms things up. Gulf Stream comes all the way out of the Caribbean and it plops into the Gulf of Mexico here, makes those little loop eddies, comes around Florida, hugs the Atlantic East Coast here, and look at that, 74 degrees, 75 degrees just south of Nova Scotia, and it's 46 degrees. That's a huge difference in water temperatures. So, but I keep waiting to see. I'm refreshing the page a lot because I'm wondering if we're going to get a special statement with that little system. All right, enough of that. So our frost and freezes are gone for South Florida. It was all the way down there, Naples area. Here's what's cooking for the week. Let's pull this one up. Drink some coffee. This is Wednesday. So we already got a yellow slight risk already. 3 days out. Ian Campbell, how's Jamaica doing, buddy? Is it chilly down there? I guarantee it's chilly. We had people watching in Belize, and it was in the 50s last week. In Belize, they said that was very uncommon for Belize. Fiona, that was the name of it. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. Yep. All right, so here's the storms this week. This is Wednesday. We have another mid-level, middle U.S. low-pressure system, and they even call it a cyclone. Look at this, mid-latitude cyclone. Cyclone is just a low-pressure system with winds that gets pulled into it. That's all. So when I used to hear cyclone, I would think hurricane, right? Well, they're calling this a mid-latitude cyclone coming Wednesday. Sorry about the yawn. What's up, Chris Roth? Chili with cornbread. We got a big Bucks game on tonight. Oh, man. Any Cowboy fans out there? Any Bucks fans? Should be very... But I bet it's going to be one of the highest watch Monday night games ever. For sure. All right, so here's your storms. This is what we're going to be watching on Wednesday. Maybe a little energy over for Thursday. But we have another system coming in toward the end of the week that we're going to have to watch. So let's take a look at that. So let's just go basically, we'll go to tropical tidbits just to kind of get an idea what it could look like as far as moisture goes. And it's going to be a squall line. It's going to be setting up here for the East Coast. And as we get into Tuesday tomorrow, you can see it coming across. This is your mid-level low. There's our squall line setting up for Wednesday. So, what they're worried about is obviously this line right here. And that's, that's when we had the tornadoes last week. Anytime you get a strong squall line, low pressure behind it, cold air, 540 line, you get a lot of this moisture feeding up into it. So, Wednesday is going to be a day to watch for storms again. And it's going to last maybe through the night somewhat, and then it's going to peter out a little bit, and then we get into Thursday, and that's it. So, not left on Thursday. A little bit of line here maybe, but it's going to pull north pretty quick. These systems that pull north quick don't stick around very long. So, I don't know if we're going to have much storm chances on Thursday. Could be still a little bit of line left, but it's going to fizzle out into Friday. Now the next system you're going to see stems the hair a little bit lower. Not so much of a winter blast, but we're going to see it leading up into Saturday here. There it pulls up here. This is next Saturday. And it starts to brew next Saturday. Let's see what kind of energy we got with this one. And it's going to scoot across Saturday and Sunday. And this is Sunday, showing up pretty healthy little squall line. Hunter, what are you doing, buddy? So this is Sunday. So we got to, weekend could be a risk here for storms and rain. This is next Sunday. And this was being discussed as early as last week too. So it's definitely something to watch. Here comes the Wednesday system that we're watching. Louie, they're over there sniffing a lot. It's never good when dogs start sniffing. Hey. So here's Wednesday, big storm line, squall line. Gonna watch for storms, and then as we get into the weekend, here's that next juice getting pulled up in Saturday, and could stay a little more lower. This is Saturday, Sunday, so this is gonna be interesting. Could affect more along the upper Gulf Coast this weekend. Hate to say it, but we like to look ahead, and the potential might be there for some storms this weekend across the upper Gulf Coast. We'll dig a little deeper here. Let's take a look at what the storms might look like for you on the weekend. So here, let's take a look at Wednesday afternoon. Here they come. There's our squall line Wednesday they're worried about. Wednesday this week, stretching from Louisiana all the way up East Texas. Euro showing it too. This is Wednesday night. East Texas, Louisiana, going northeastward up into Arkansas. So there's our storms for Wednesday. And going into Thursday, there could be some overnight thunder into Thursday morning across lower Louisiana. This is Wednesday night, Thursday morning. It'll fizzle out. And our next system comes up from the Gulf here Saturday. You can see it starting to brew. It's actually low pressure showing up down in the Bay of Campeche. That's two tropical things we've talked about. We're talking about ASCAT winds. We're showing water temperatures, and now we're talking about the Bay. We're in January talking tropics. So here's Saturday. This is our next system we're going to watch brewing. This one's going to be a little bit lower this weekend. And there you go. It's a big sloppy mess here Saturday morning. We're really not sure the exact timing of any of this stuff, but you can see pretty much Saturday afternoon. Definitely keep your eyes open if you got weekend plans coming up this weekend. And it could be a healthy little squall line into Sunday morning. So I got my eye on it this weekend. So if you got weekend plans, oh man. It's showing up on BGFS and the Euro. The timing's a little bit different. There's Sunday 8 p.m. and there's Sunday 8 p.m. This one could actually make its way into Florida a little bit more. Sunday. Maybe up at the East Coast a little bit. So yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting to watch. This is Sunday 8 a.m. Messy. Sunday overnight. So yeah, we could have the rain start Saturday, last overnight, work their way northeastward all the way up into the Carolinas into Sunday. across Georgia here too. So that's what we got cooking. Good morning, James Fort. 56 days away. Regina, California. Yes, we can look at California for you. First thing I always do, go to the rain maps here. You'll see, if you go to the QPF page, I always look at the 7-day forecast. That's 7-day rains. Good news is we're not seeing what we saw last week. So this is Monday to Monday estimated rains. And if you're curious, in Florida Peninsula, you're not going to get much the next 7 days. Texas, pretty dry here across the state. 7-day rains. We can just simply look at what's going on out there. I don't think there's really anything rolling in significant. We'll take a look though. Let's see. All right, so I think there's a little bit there. No. They're staying more to your north. Maybe Northern California gets some rain. Couple little. There's one today or this week. This is Wednesday, so maybe Wednesday some rains, but I don't see anything like we saw. And it's going to be a good dry spell all the way up in the next week. That's looking long range, so really nothing. So California looks pretty good. Got a little bit of middle week energy out there coming this week, Wednesday. And then, I don't think it's going to be too strong. Maybe a little stormy. It could be Northern California. It could be a little bit of stormy weather, Northern California, on Wednesday. That's it, though. We should see it on a 3-day SPC map, too. Nope, they're not even showing it. So, nothing. Nothing. As far as storms go, maybe some winds. But you'll be all right. Go to Wednesday here. There's some rain coming in Wednesday, some snow. But that's it. That little bit of energy here in Northern California for Wednesday, and then you pretty much got high pressure locked in over you for a good spell here. So that's good. Coffee, Renee. Yes. Where the heck is Lakeville? Is that Minnesota? My folks are. Oh, I feel bad about that Vikings game. Oh man. Melissa, yeah, it's looking like an El Nino spring summer. We're borderline going towards neutral El Nino. The La Nina is done. 3-year. There's only been a few 3-year in a row. So we're definitely going back towards neutral, possibly El Nino. The red is above the neutral. Here's your predictions. So, we got February. So this is February, March, April, May, and then June, July. So there's July. So definitely looking more neutral up into the summer months. Neutral forecast for spring. So yeah, springtime more likely just a neutral Enzo pattern. But as we get into summertime, the neutral line's dropping and the red line's growing. So that's confidence here that we're going to see possibly El Nino for summertime peaks, which, as we've discussed, it'll hit the news. That'll lower hurricane number forecast, but it only takes one. And as I've showed before, El Nino years were Hurricane Michael and Florence. And 2004 was very active for Florida, and it was an El Nino year too. So Doesn't always mean anything. Look at old Shelly over there planning for the cruise, man. I'm just winging it. Shelly's a planner. I'm a wing it kind of guy. All right, so no storms today. Always a good thing. No storms forecast today. So things are quiet. There is a little low pressure spinning there and bringing up some wintry weather northward. You can see it spinning here. Bringing some snow towards Michigan and Wisconsin and Minnesota. Not seeing any big snow events in the south coming up. There's been a little chatter here and there about different areas, but nothing that's uncommon. Here's your snowfall through the next 2 days. Well, not even going to bring much snow that way, so. Going out 10 days. Nothing really. So there's your snow forecast for the next 10 days. As far as cold weather goes, too, we really don't have any cold spells coming either. These two frontal lines that are coming down aren't really bringing much cold air. So tomorrow we're still going to be in the low 40s and 50s down in Naples tomorrow. 50s for Miami tomorrow. There's that little warm pocket ahead of that next system here. So low temperatures for Louisiana tomorrow, 64. Then we get into Wednesday. Slight warm-up beginning. This is your low temperatures. Nothing really stands out for the next, this is through Sunday. Normal. Low temperatures are back to 60s for Florida next Monday. And Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday. Well, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. High temperatures today, 80s down in Texas, 70s all the way up into Tennessee. 70s all the way up to Tennessee, Carolinas. This is tomorrow. Wednesday. Let's see the end of the week. There's 80s return Thursday down here. I-4 South. The return of the 80s, 70s for highs all the way up into Virginia, maybe. Carolinas, 70s. This is for Thursday. Highs, 70s in Georgia. Friday, there's that next system we talked about that could be kind of strong down here as far as storms goes, Saturday and Sunday. So it'll bring a little cooler weather. These are high temperatures, but nothing big. Next 10 days, nothing stands out as far as any attic fronts coming. So, anyway, my Bucks, Harold, are you a Buffalo, Philadelphia? Bucks are going to have to put it in Brady's hands tonight. No more first down run. That first down run up the middle does not work. Mike Sherman, 22 feet of snow, man. That's unbelievable. 22 feet of snow. We just did a California look. It looks like, other than Northern California, maybe Wednesday, things are going to be quiet for you for a while. 22 feet of snow. I can't even imagine. That would be like 4 of me. 6. That'd be crazy. All right, well, let's take a look. So that's about it. We got some weird tropical things, subtropical things spinning, not talked about by the NHC at all. But it's there, and it's very interesting. It's just, and it looks so darn sexy. I love satellite when it's, let's see if we can get a good zoom on it here. Really, well, maybe coastal, maybe it'll pick up here. Yeah, there's a little bit left. Let's see if we can pull it up here. Geocolor. It's going to be too much darkness, maybe. Kind of see it a little bit. Let me really zoom in on it here. This is as the sun rose. It's just spinning away, man. It's so amazing. how tropics, subtropics, whatever. And it had lightning with it. I think we had lightning with it yesterday. Not seeing any right now. This is lightning flash density. Let's take a look at that. I think there was some yesterday. Virginia, pretty quiet. There was a couple flashes. There was a few little flashes overnight. A little bit of lightning here in the core. Those little dots are lightning flashes. So there was a little lightning in there. You're welcome, Loretta Reed. I'm not going to talk bad about the Cowboys. But Miss Kathy, appreciate that. Hit that thumbs up. All right, well, there you go. A little weather in a nutshell. I do that little event that I do every year coming up in Orlando. So we're going to have a week off coming up. And then it's full speed Daytona NASCAR. Got some big things excited about announcing for that. We're definitely going to have a car in the Xfinity race, thanks to Furman, Coastal, and OSR. And be showing that graphic here real soon. State of Florida is going to participate in it a little bit, and we're going to have some hurricane preparedness giveaways and weather radios, and be over at Daytona all week. So that'll be a really different kind of sponsorship as we have a hurricane wrapped race car at Daytona. So exciting stuff. The Dolphins. What were the Dolphins thinking, Martha? Man, I was 4th and 1, and they shotgunned it. Like, they almost could have quarterback sneaked it, right, for that first down. Then they had a delay game, and it was ugly after that. I was really rooting for them, too. Harold, it'll be Saturday. Speed Week's a big week for NASCAR. So I'll be sharing all those details real soon. But a lot of fun stuff coming up, man. Excited. So hope everybody has a great day. Appreciate you watching as always. I'm trying to do my little TikTok videos. People like the little weather updates, so I'm going to do that a little bit more. So make sure you follow me over there. And for sure, YouTube. YouTube's growing awesome. So hello, YouTubers. And of course, we're streaming live on Twitter too. Crazy. I posted some numbers here on my ABC slide I just did for them. Had a really fun convention with them. So September, I've reached 20 million people on Twitter. Facebook, 58 million in the last 3 years. YouTube, 1.7. Haven't got those big numbers yet, but it's getting there. 1.7 is pretty good for me. And TikTok, 1.6 million in one video I did. And then Instagram, 230 was my record. All your social media platforms. So, all right, cool beans. Well, have a great day. We'll see you Wednesday and Friday, and then next Monday and next Wednesday and next Friday, and then we're off the following week. So, all right, we'll see y'all. Great day.